more and more, what we're getting called upon to do is to work with organizations for what we call complementary mentoring. That's complementary with an E and not with an I. And that's, a lot of people have call it reverse mentoring. We have a little bit of a different name for it, but that's a formation where somebody more junior mentors somebody more senior to help them, gain more of a perspective in the organization, also creates exposure for the more junior mentor, and that kind of thing. And it strikes me as you talk about this ability to interpret cues and clues, that's so important in the complementary mentoring modality as well, right? As opposed to this mentor standing on their laurels of their own credential and their own experience, is really beginning to open up and be vulnerable in a different way. And then the mentor being able to have that kind of empathy in the other direction as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that. I love that there's all these different roles that are now available for us in mentoring. I think of even, mutual peer mentoring that takes place. And so in each of those, I think that empathy becomes more and more important, I would say, than in the traditional scenarios. Because in a traditional scenario, a more experienced leader, let's say for the sake of argument, would have some experience needing to understand team members' experience. In a reverse mentoring situation, or perhaps even peer-to-peer, they may have less experience with understanding. So then all of a sudden, I think the need for empathy really gets elevated because they've got to understand what that person needs.